Hey there, really glad to see you and thanks for coming by. Here's to the new year. And it is an interesting time energetically. There's a lot of transformation happening and there's a lot of unknown. And if you're attuned to the frequency and understand that vibration and frequency is everything, you see things are amping up. Life is certainly not the same as certainly not like it was 4 years ago. And I just want to encourage you to become aware of that by going within. There's so much distraction on the outside, so much happening outside of us, and much of it is to take us away from that core center light within. And if you're like me and you grew up in a toxic system or have experienced toxic systems in your adulthood, through the systems that we've been surrounded by, it's natural that you're going to be shaken right now and uncertain and unsure as your denial is being stripped away. I mean, things are becoming so evident that there's no way that we can sort of sweep it under the carpet and pretend that the status quo is still as it was. And that creates change, and change can be frightening, not just for you, but for me too. And we are in this together. So it's never been more appropriate to really learn how to go inside your own heart. I hear people talk about mindset, and quite honestly, I just want to shoot to the moon when I hear that. It just enrages me. Yes, our minds are brilliant and our minds are a useful tool, but the heart is incredibly powerful. And I believe it's where a piece of my soul sits. And I believe it's the strongest guidance and intuitive instrument that I have on this earth. So oftentimes over the holidays, I've been placing a hand over my heart and another over my solar plexus, which is right at the top of the rib cage, and breathing to go within to see what that heart message is, and trying to get out of the head, get out of the mindset. Yes, ultimately, they both need to work together, but I feel there's been a bit of a siege as far as it goes to accessing our heart and living from that place. So, oftentimes, New Year's brings up a lot of apprehension in me. Certainly, when I was a young teen, I tried to project the whole year out, and it was just way too much and intimidating and brought a lot of fear, a lot of waves of fear. And I know there's so much happening, real and imagined, real news and fake news. And it's never been more important to stop down and go into that heart space and really feel it. And it won't take long. You'll feel it very quickly when you go inside and trust your heart and then really see and listen and feel. We all do it in different ways. Some of us hear, some of us just sense and know. Some of us actually see visions, but for me, I definitely feel it, and I can feel the collective right now that many of us are really screaming with the unknown and panicking and moving from that fear-based place. So here's a plug to focus from your heart and slow down and begin to visualize and begin to experience what you want to feel. And it may be the antithesis that you're seeing if you watch the news, even if you watch or listen to alternative news, or you're scrolling in those lovely social media channels. Beware, come back into your heart and really sense for your own self, what does this mean for me? because it's imperative that we focus on what we do want. There are going to be traumatic things coming. We all know it. I think that's why we're feeling the collective angst that we are. But the important thing is to stay grounded and go within your heart and discern for yourself your own truth. And many of you have been mentioning that certain foods you can no longer tolerate. For me, it's happening with sugar. And it's even happening a bit with carbs. So the more you can listen when those things are happening and honor your body is your temple. And I believe some of the things that we were programmed into on how we should feed ourselves, we may need to look at those again. I think everything is really up for grabs, and I know that's disconcerting, but it can also be a grand adventure, especially when you have that tool of being able to go into your heart and authentically feeling what's important for you. That is going to be a tremendous shift, and I believe it's going to be a big theme for us moving forward in 2025. And remember, change can be scary, it can be difficult, but it also can bring us to new places that we never even imagined. So please watch giving your power away. We've been trained into being obedient to malignant systems, and that is coming down. So as those systems are shaking and you're feeling the quaking within your own being, stop down and go into your true, authentic power, which is in that heart space, and ground into it and breathe. And I want to invite you to join me on Fridays from January 10 till the end of the month. I'm doing a 50-minute session each Friday, and there's a different theme to the session, but it will help you get the tools that you need to move through these vast changes that are coming with your own grounding. And again, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be going within and using your own discernment. No longer can we rely on figureheads. No longer can we rely on people that we've given authority. No longer can we rely on old patriarchal systems or tit for tat. You give me this, I'll take that. That's going away. And your power is within, and you have incredible power to manifest, and you have incredible strength within. And that's another reason why we're so under siege. You are magical beyond your knowing, and this will be revealed. So please think about coming together as a little mini collective Fridays in January, beginning January 10th. I'll put a link below for more information, and you can also email me info@susangold.us if you'd like to join in. And this is January of 2025. Here we are. And just remember, the ticket you received to live this lifetime is bigger than any lottery. Just hold that in your heart, because that is the truth. You are magnificent, and you can move through this, and you can step forward. And once you're grounded and you have the tools, you can help those that you love. So take good care. I'm looking forward to 2025 together, because we are in this together.